We are here to serve, to become a scholar and get an opportunity to study anywhere in the world. This channel is an extension of legitscholarship.com website. We post scholarships available in USA, UK, Australia, Canada, Italy, France, Belgium, Poland, Qatar, and other Asian, Europe, African, and South American countries. Subscribe now to have latest information about scholarships.
Hello and welcome to another segment of our YouTube scholarship series where we discuss different scholarship opportunities for international students to study from any part of the world. In today's segment, we will be looking at the Singa scholarship for international students in Singapore, or I would say Singapore Government Scholarship for 2024-2025 academic session. This is one of the Singapore Government Scholarship opportunities international students can apply for. If you are looking for master's, PhD or PhD program for scholarship in Singapore, then this is an opportunity for you. Let's go into details about this scholarship. Awarded scholarship is Singa Scholarship for International Students, and the full meaning of Singa is Singapore International Graduate Award. This is open to domestic and international students. So let's get into the details about this scholarship. This scholarship is open right now for application for those who want to study in Singapore for 2025. The August intake for 2024 is closed, while the January 2025 intake is now open. So, for those of you who are considering to apply for master's, PhD or PhD programs for scholarship with Singapore Government Scholarship, look into this as one of the options you can consider. Now, this scholarship collaborated with 5 other institutions to offer scholarship to national students from all parts of the world. But in this case, we will be considering a scholarship at Nanyang Technological University. Nanyang Technological University. This scholarship is only peculiar to this university. That means while the 4 other institutions are not currently open for 2025 intake, but the Nanyang Technological University is currently open and the deadline is June 2024. So what do we need to know? While also considering the application method, you will be wondering if there is need for English language proficiency certification. Yes, the answer is yes. There is need for proficiency certification, although the university might tend to consider not to consider these certificates, this English certificate, if you have previously studied in English or your country major language is English. So this is also a scholarship we tend to look at. Let's take a look at the eligibility requirements. So this is the official website. So I'm going to tell you how you are going to apply for this scholarship. It is open to international graduates with a passion for research and excellent academic results. Note, Singa is intended primarily for international students studying for the first time in Singapore. Singaporeans, Singapore permanent resident and international students studying or who have studied in Singapore tertiary institutions are not eligible. Okay, now the issue is if you are an international student living in Singapore, you are not eligible. Singaporeans too are not eligible. If you are a permanent resident in Singapore, you are not eligible. You must also have good skills in written and spoken English. Good report for academic reference. So these are not only the requirements. So the above eligibility requirements are not exhaustible. There might also be other requirements the admission committee might tend to demand or tends to look out for. So these are few out of the eligibility requirements. So let's look at the coverage. The coverage. What are the coverage? These are what the benefits of this scholarship. These are the benefits of this scholarship. So before we look at the benefits, the research areas. If you are studying or if you want to study in any of these research areas, then you are qualified to apply for this scholarship. If you want to study in this research fields, then you are qualified to apply. What are the research fields? We have PhD studies in biomedical sciences, computing and informational sciences, engineering and technology, and physical sciences. So these are the 4 major areas that you can apply for scholarship under the Singa scholarship at the Nanyang Technological University located in Singapore. So out of these 5 partners, these 4 are not currently open for application. Only the first is open for application right now. So the duration is 4 years. Throughout the 4 years, your expenses will be catered for, and there are possibilities of you getting recruited in a good job or having a good job after the end of your study in Singapore. So this is an opportunity for those interested to study in Singapore. So I urge interested applicants or candidates that this opportunity is what you should look out for if you tend to apply for a Singapore government scholarship in 2025, or let me call it the Singa scholarship for international students. So what are the benefits? Let's take a look at the benefits. Tuition fees are covered. A monthly stipend of 2,200 Singaporean dollar will be provided. Also, it can be increased to 2,700 after the passing of the qualifying examination. We have a one-time Airfare Grant up to 1,005 Singaporean dollar. Also, let's take a look at we have 1,000 Singaporean dollar one-time settling in allowance. So these are the benefits. So we tend also to look at the estimated cost of living in Singapore. We have food, university canteen. Per month you spend up to 250 to 350 Singaporean dollar for if you are taking meals from the university canteen. Meal outside the campus is within this range. So this is a breakdown of your cost of living while you study in Singapore. But all these expenses will be catered for once you are one of the eligible candidates for this scholarship opportunity. So let's also take a look at the documents required. You need a valid passport. You need You need a recent passport size photograph, which could be in JPEG or PNG format. We have official transcripts and reports. Transcript must be written in English. If it is not written in English, we are advised to provide the English version of this transcript. IELTS, TOEFL, or other English certificates are optional. Yeah, it is optional, just like I told you, it is optional. But they might tend to consider it later if there is need, or if applicants have no prior knowledge in English. They might tend to look at this document, which is essential because the mode of instruction is in English. So it is therefore to note that applicants should have a background in English language, or should be fluent in good English, good written and spoken English. Be fluent in this, then there will not be need for IELTS or TOEFL. Then 2 letters of recommendation. You must also provide your bachelor or master's certificates. So if you are going for master's leading to PhD, then you must provide your bachelor certificate. If you are going for PhD, you must provide both bachelor and master's certificate. So what do we do when it comes to application? Note that all these documents are required during your application, and therefore you are required to access the application link here, which I will drop the link in the description box. So do well to check the description of this video to access the application link and all other information that is required of you. So what do we do when you want to apply? Interested applicants have to please visit the research feed to read more about what are the rudiments and what is expected of them to do. Submit an application online with all the supporting documents listed above. Ensure you select Singapore International Graduate Award Singa during your application procedure. No hard copies of documents shall be made to Singapore address. Recommendation letter must be submitted before the application closing date. All information must be filled correctly, as incorrect details can cost you scholarship opportunity. So this is the application link which will lead you to this page. To lead you to this page, you can look at it very well. Ensure it leads you to this page. So just try to go through everything. It's as simple as ABC. So note that this scholarship is very competitive. So you need to apply with your best results for it to be considered. Your best results for it to be considered. So the application method, just like we have discussed. How do you submit your application? As you can see, these are the requirements. So the documents required, just like I stated earlier. The submission of IELTS, TOEFL, SAT, GATE results is optional, but may be requested later at the university for admission. So it's optional as stated on their website. What else do we need to know? Read all this information very well. Ensure you understand this before you proceed to the link. So once you click on the link, it will be redirected. That means you will be redirected to this page. What do you do when you want to apply? Since you are not an Singapore citizen or permanent resident, so you don't need to log in. Since you don't have the Singa pass, you don't need to log in, so you have to create an account. How do you create an account? Yeah, to create an account, if you are non-Singapore citizen, non-Singapore citizen or non-Singapore permanent resident, you have to log in. To log in the portal, click login button. You will be redirected to the login page. You will be redirected to the login page here, just something like this. After that, you move down to register for a new account. You will see register new account. So what do we do? Click on it. You will be redirected to something like this. You see a web page with this interface. Then you have to input your details. After inputting your details, you now sign up or you register. Then you are further required to set up 2FA. This is like an additional security protector for your application. So you have to set it up. Once you are able to set it up and complete it, then you will further be directed to the application portal where you have to fill in your information, educational background. You have to upload your document and submit your application. So ensure that you follow this process diligently. Just like I told you, once you are here, log in. If you are an international student, log in. Once you click on login, it requires you to set up an email and password to log in, but you don't have an account. What do? You register. Then fill in your information. Note that all these fields are mandatory. Ensure you fill your information correctly. You have the full name, first name, middle name, last name. Ensure that your full name is what is written on your international passport. Citizenship, nationality. This one, you don't need to fill this one since you are not a Singapore citizen. You don't need to fill this. Then passport number, date of birth, email, confirm email. Then you set up your verification and you click on accept. Then you submit. Click on submit. So after this, you'll be required to set up an additional security information 2FA. So once you set it up, you'll be redirected to the portal where you can fill in your educational background and upload your documents before your final submission. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you for staying with us, and I wish you the best of luck as you pursue your educational career. So with this video, I hope you can apply successfully, and I wish you all the best. See you in our next video, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you and bye bye.